Froggie has been missing for far too long. I cannot remember the exact last time that I saw him, but I'm doing my best to track down my small amphibian friend. My name is Eugene, and this is my story. Hello, everybody. My name is Pupteen, and this is The Walking Dead with Froggie and friends. So we're going to move Froggie over here. We were in the wrong position. So, Froggie. What's that? Oh God! It's a Walking Dead! Ah! Froggie.
Oh my God! They took my legs!
They took your legs a long, long time ago, Froggie. And your eyes.
Brains. Oh wait, you don't got any. People out there, I need your brains!
Yes, this show is still going. It's the second part of season 11, right?
Wait, what's still going? Us or the original Walking Dead?
No, The Walking Dead, not us. The Walking Dead.
Yeah, I'm surprised we're still going too.
Me as well. Me as well.
Ooh.
But now, come on, start us off, Froggie. It's your show.
Is it my show? Okay. So today, or tonight, or tomorrow, depends on when you're watching, or if you even watch it all. Walking Dead episode 7,
11.
I believe. 11 of season 11, part 2 of the season finale. The 3-part season finale. All right, so Eugene is actually starts off with Eugene. He's in bed. He's and he's waking up, and he's with this basically this is Stephanie, the girl with the glasses. He's doing it. Supposedly helped him. He talked to her on the radio. And they're hanging out, and she's reading. He wakes up, and he looks over. She's sitting up, and she's reading his novel he's been writing. And he's kind of embarrassed. Yeah. It's not even finished yet. Yeah. And she's like, "Oh, I like it stuff." So then they part the ways. He basically says, he's like, "I got you keys to my apartment." And he says, "I love you," and she says, "I love you back." So then after he leaves. They agreed. Basically agreed before he left that they're gonna go have ice cream at 7 p.m. over at the little shop. And he sits there with 2 ice creams, and she never shows up. And we see that apparently he walked over there, and she had been he was knocking on the door. Hey, you in there? Inside, apparently she was in there, but he didn't know this, but she was in there. She was packing her stuff. Didn't answer the door. Next thing you know, as he walks back out, or before he even goes, he had to wait for somebody else to walk out to buzz in. Apparently, this guy, Roman, or whatever his name is, whatever, he finds out later. He thinks that he had something to do with her disappearance. And when he even says this to, he's moping the next day because, what's her name had told him, Princess had told him, when a girl tells you she loves you, she loves you. Girls don't do that lightly. So he's freaking out stuff. It's been a day or two. He had noticed, he told Prince, he's like, the same guy who was there before and some other guys been watching them went up and moved her stuff out of her apartment. And then they put a note on there saying that she had basically noticed that she had moved. She had changed jobs. And he basically gets Princess to help him sneak into this guy, the guy who was there before, and he would let him in. And they find her underneath his bed. They find a zip case, inside there is a gun, a knife, and all that stuff. So later, they actually get him being arrested because, people like to snitch. And his old lady's like, "Yeah, that's him right there. Those 2 right there. They're not supposed to be here. Blah blah blah. Whatever." Hornsby comes over and talks to them and says, like, "You guys, what's going on? You're not supposed to be there." And I was like, "What's going on?" And he's like, he said that person is not who they're supposed to be. He has a gun, and he kind of looks like you.
Oh, Roman?
Yeah.
Is that because I'm bald?
Mm, I was saying more like ugly, but we'll go how bald.
Wow. Okay. Well, yes, that is all true. Eugene is in an interesting circumstance because he brought everybody there, and now it seems everything's going all hunky dory. But then his girlfriend just disappears,
Yeah.
and
So
so
when they're in the jail cell, remember that Ormsby's like, "You gotta sign this," Yeah. So
yeah,
he's like, "What is this?" States that you had a psychological breakdown, and they'll drop all charge. The guy's gonna drop all charges. And
yep,
so, and Princess tells Eugene, he's like, "You know what? I forgot to tell you. Maybe she just didn't want to be with you. She wasn't in love with you. She when a girl leaves, she leaves. That's a sign for you to stop." I'm thinking, Princess, you need to shut up. You're a crazy person. Been living by yourself for the past 10 years.
yeah, that's true.
That's the worst person to get advice from. Is Eugene, being gullible, this is the first one he's actually liked that liked him back. He has low self-esteem. Very intelligent guy. Knows how to create freaking bullets in the apocalypse, dude.
Yeah.
Very smart. Very smart. In the books, he actually got the trains running again.
Who else is surprised that Eugene is still alive? A little bit, because this guy, other than he is really smart, but he's kind of useless otherwise.
No, not really. He's not really useless. Otherwise, he is there's people like Daryl and Rick or Negan. They're the fighters. They're the warriors. Eugene is the scientist, the one who
Yes,
helps them with stuff. That's
but
who he is. He's not a fighter. He is an inventor. He is a wise person. He conned people just getting him across the state, keep him alive, for pretending to be knows what the cure was. He could work out a cure, get them to the CDC, he'll be able to cure it. And then they find out that he lied the whole entire way because he figured, he had a better chance of survival if people thought he was important.
yeah. Well, I mean,
Although
no, it's fair. He has something to offer. I'm just saying that if he were alone, he would be dead.
Well, yes.
Yes.
He'd end up like Otis and Eden.
But here he is able to. He does sign it. He listens to Princess, but then something sparks in his mind. He looks at the board. He thought the conspiracy ran deeper, and so he went into the warehouse he had been watching.
Went in there. And he sees Stephanie.
Yes.
But she doesn't have her glasses on. She looks different. And then she goes up and she's like, I thought I heard somebody here. And then we see her walk upstairs, and his figure walks down. It's Hornsberry.
It's the mayor.
It turns out that he knew everything. He wanted information because he knew that they lied out on the train thing. So he played a con on them to see what they know. So they offer. He's like, I'm here just to basically he wants to take over. He's tired of the governor of the Commonwealth. He's been running. We've even seen this because Carol is helping him. Where they get their drugs from, there's a little community that they allow to exist outside, and they trade with them. They grow the opium in their field stuff. So he brought Carol along. Carol's kind of like an intern to him.
At this point, that's what it's kind of seeming like. And she talks to one of the people there, and they learn that the guy that's running the operation that he was fishing with.
Money. That's why they're not getting paid. So they want to strike. And that's why they want to raise. They said they're not going to work anymore unless they get a raise.
Yep.
So she shows him, nope, that guy there, he's pocketing the money. He's like, okay, sure. He's like, and he has him arrested. And everybody's happy.
Yep.
If you need some more opium, just let me know.
Oh, thank you.
There is an opium crisis going on right now.
That is pretty much where it ends because the mayor tells him, go ahead, tell everybody what you know. Doesn't really matter. You just signed a waiver saying that you were paranoid. You're experiencing paranoia because of the loss of your girlfriend. So go ahead.
There are too many loose alibis, so that's all he's able to figure out. And the mayor didn't figure on Eugene being as stupid as he looks. He's a lot of smart people give him credit for. You think about it though. If these people are that sloppy, Eugene's not the only one who's going to find out. The other problem is we also have people who are leading almost like a revolt. They're protesting the way the government treats people. and I don't know if Mayor Hornberry, whatever it is if they're actually involved with this, which I don't believe it. I think, although it would make sense to them, the print stuff they make the people doubt the governor. It'd be in his favor because then he can step over. So maybe he knows that's going on, and there is a separate group, and they are going to basically cause him to step over, and he's going to kill them and then take over, kind of like not Norman Norman Osborn did to the Skrull Queen. In those are Marvel fans. If you read Secret Invasion, the reason he got appointed to being ahead of the Avengers stuff because he went and he did what the government wanted. He killed he stopped the invasion with a single punch or gun, and then so they awarded him. I think this mayor is going to do. Hornberry's going to do the. Is it Hornberry, or is he just okay? Yeah, he's
Hornberry.
He's gonna use this to basically take power as a power grab. Now, the other thing that's going on is that he's worried about. He even says this. It all depends on if his what's her name's gonna allow people to come in. What's her name? Maggie. Because Maggie's working in Alexandria, and she already shows she doesn't trust him at all. So and we saw a glimpse of this in one of the last episode. We saw a flash forward, or 2 episodes ago. So 2 episodes ago, we saw a flash forward where Maggie was not letting anybody in. So maybe we're going to come to that episode of not this next one, or probably the one after that, probably the mid-season finale before we go into part 3.
Yeah, last one.
But that's going on. I'm trying to think what else is going on. We covered Carol. We covered that. I don't think there was anything else really in this episode.
No. I was surprised how fast.
The guy in the orange. The guy he's the head, well, we call him stormtroopers or whatever you want to call him. His sister approaches Eugene while Eugene's burning his manuscript and burning all the pictures of him and Stephanie together. And she says the words that he heard over the radio back when he was in Hilltop talking there on the radio. She's the real person he talked to on the radio. She admits. He's like, holy crap. So that explains why, he was being used. So, and this is, so that's not only is there a seed of doubt in the guy, the stormtrooper guy, I forgot.
My gosh, I'm sorry. It's Hornsby.
Hornsby, yeah.
Sorry for calling him Hornby.
No, but the guy in the orange, the stormtrooper guy, the main guy, he has been dealing with the 2 girls, the 2 deaf girls, Connie and her sister. And Connie's been looking into this. She's a reporter, and she was told to drop it, going into the mayor's background stuff by her editor and stuff. So she goes on, I guess, like a routine, interview with the guy in orange. Mm-hmm. You can look it up. I'm just driving my nuts. And,
can I look up his name, you mean?
Yeah, it's driving my nuts. Anyway, so she's following him, and she asks him questions stuff, and then he's like, hey, that's not one of the questions. She's like, want to know. And he's like, and he basically says, he said, the questions you want to know, I want to know too. He believes it at that. So, because and we also find out that his there was a connection between the guy who they tried to attack the governor and his younger sister. Like maybe they were an item or not, but they knew each other. So I wonder, Eugene's going to get involved with the underground now because he's finally meeting the real girl they talked to on the radio. And I think that's what's going to happen. He's going to be part of the revolution. He's going to help them. And then it's going to
Mercer?
Mercer, that's his name. Mercer. Yes, thank you. Thank you very much. I apologize. Mercer's an awesome character in this. I love he's exactly like he's in the comic books. He even has a relationship with Princess. So Mercer's sister, I think, is in part. She's leading the resistance against the governor.
Yep.
Because remember, she works for the governor. Who else could get all the information?
It's a fair point. You see that Rhaegar is saying stormtroopers meet the Walking Dead.
But you know what? They're not really stormtroopers. But if you think about it, though, in this Walking Dead, you want armor or something plastic that zombies cannot bite or pull through, and it makes the perfect sense to have stuff like that.
Yes. Now it's Star Dead.
Oh, it's called Rick Grimes 2000.
Just had to joke around a little bit, but no, it is a fair episode. I think there's some interesting things there. I again for a show that largely is supposed to feature the zombie apocalypse, not a lot about the zombies this time. So
There was zombies, yes, when Mercer was being interviewed. There was
yes,
a, he actually saved, and that's what's great about Mercer. He's so badass. He doesn't wear the helmet. The other ones are wearing the helmets, and the one actually hides inside a car, won't let the other one in. He falls over, and he's about to get eaten by a zombie as it's pulling it. And we see how effective that armor is, because even though he's scared, the zombie can't bite into him. He can't get into the gaps.
Yep.
So yeah, and then Mercer comes up and cuts it in half, the head. You see the point. You see the point of view from that stormtrooper on the ground, and you see the blade going to the. I was like, oh my gosh, this is kind of cool the way they do things. Yeah. So that's what's going on. We're finding more stuff about them, those two. But I said, if Eugene gets involved with his Mercer's sister, who's if she is involved with the Underground Revolution stuff,
yes,
he's going to be going against Daryl and Rosita, who are working for Mercer.
But we're going to have to wait and see. The next episode should. When are we reviewing it? Did we say Wednesday?
Probably this Wednesday. But remember, these are split few. This episode we're reviewing tonight is actually airing tonight, probably right now, I believe. If you check on AMC,
not episode 12.
What? Episode 11. Okay. Episode 12 is next Sunday.
Ooh. So we're going to have to wait and see. We want to thank you so much for joining us tonight for The Walking Dead. We're going to finish up this season, and well, that'll be that. Please make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Check out the links below, the Ko-Fi and the Twitter. And I think that's about it. Yeah, anything else to say, Froggie?
No, not much. Bye!
Bye!
Brain!